Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss about a topic named soil and its properties. First of all, let us introduce myself to you. My name is Ankit Sharma. I am assistant professor in Suraj Gyan Vihar University. We are preparing a video lecture here of soil and its properties is my topic. So first of all, let's see what is soil and what do we mean by soil and how it is formed. What is the process of formation of soil? Soil basically is the unaggregated or uncemented mixture of particles, which are maybe organic particles, organic matter, or it may be any other substance like stone or gravels or boulders. So soil is the unaggregated or uncemented form of organic matter or simply boulders or gravels. Let me give you the basic process of the geological cycle. What is a geological cycle? Geological cycle defines the formation of soil, how the soil is formed. It takes place in 4 steps, the geological cycle. It's erosion, transportation, deposition, and upheaval. So this is a cyclic process. All these 4 steps are repeated by a cyclic process. So let me explain you what is this geological cycle is all about. First of all, let us consider we have a rock, and that rock is placed somewhere in between the mountains. So that rock, after getting suppose there is a flood that has come in that area. So what will happen is that rock will get eroded, and sand and mud and all that particles that the rock contains will get unaggregated and will get washed away with the water. So that process is known as erosion. After that process, what will happen is that sand or mud will be transported to some other region. After being transported, they will be deposited to some place, and that deposition is also known as sedimentation. When they are deposited, that is, they build a foundation for the formation of a new soil. So after deposition, they get upheaval. Upheaval means that the layers of that soil gets formed at that place. That is known as upheaval. So this is the geological cycle. Geological cycle is how the soil is formed. Soil is nothing but a cycle in which the rocks are broken and they are transported to some other region, and they are mixed with some other soil, and that they create a different soil. This is known as the geological cycle. Now we will deal about the index properties of soil. What are the index properties of soil? Well, when we come to about index properties of soil, index properties are those properties which are used for the classification of soil on different platforms, and that classification is on a basis of qualitative analysis, and qualitative analysis is due to the presence of loads on it. So this is known as index properties. This is a qualitative analysis of soil on which the classification of soil is done. So index properties can be different, like water content, void ratio, porosity, degree of saturation, air content, percentage air voids, so these are the index properties of soil. There is one more term that is being used, and its name is engineering properties of soil. Engineering properties are also used for the classification of soil, but they are on the basis of quantitative analysis, not on qualitative analysis. And the engineering properties are used in order to justify whether the soil is capable of being used as a engineering application or not. So these are the engineering properties which engineering properties are compressibility, capillarity, cohesion, permeability, shear strength. These are the engineering properties of soil which are based on the quantitative analysis of soil. So now we have discussed about the index properties and engineering properties of soil. Now we will discuss about each and every index property of soil. The first index property of soil is water content. Now what is water content? Water content is nothing but basically the amount of water that soil contains by the ratio of its weight of solids. So this is water content is known as weight of water divided by weight of solids into 100. This is water content, and water content is used to determine the water present in a soil mass. So we can make a three-phase system to understand what is water content. Now there is a three-phase system in soil. This soil consists of water, first it consists of air, then water, then soil. So this is the three-phase system. This is volume of air, volume of water, volume of soil, weight of soil, weight of water, weight of air, which is 0. So this is the three-phase diagram in a soil mass. How to